It does sound a little bit like a sitcom, 70s like spy show or something. All right, Bob Kennedy is here to answer your questions about real estate, whether you're buying, selling, renting, thinking of investing, wondering about the president's, his housing help comments he's going to make tonight. Of course, we don't exactly know what he's going to say, but we sort of kind of know. Bob Kennedy is here from Berkshire Hathaway Home Team Realty, and he'll answer your questions during the course of this show. We are live on January 20th. The number is 622-9622. Good morning, Bob. How are you?
Good morning. Doing great. How's everybody?
Good to see you. Yeah, before off the air, Rob, we were talking about the information that we got regarding the president's expected talking points during the State of the Union tonight. And to be honest, I never knew what the FHA actually was for, who it was for, how you use it. But here's what it says, just to kind of recap what we did off the air. After touting the recent rise in home values and declines in foreclosures, Obama said the administration will lower borrowing fees so more people can buy a home. Under the plan that is expected to be mentioned tonight, which was revealed last week, actually, the Federal Housing Administration will reduce annual mortgage insurance premiums by 0.5 percentage point. Long story short, what that means is it's about $900 a year in savings, which is about $75 a month for those who use that. What are your comments on that? You said it was a good thing.
It absolutely is a good thing. The FHA loan program is a great loan program. It enables home buyers to purchase a house with as little as 3.5% down payment. And the mortgage insurance is something that's built in to help to guarantee that loan. So if those insurance premiums go down, it enables people to qualify. $75 can be the difference between qualifying for the loan or not, or qualifying for a different amount.
Sure. And it says here that there are about 445,000 people in Florida that have FHA insured loans. Does that sound like a large number or a rather small number?
I actually thought it'd be a little bit more. In our markets here, like in Marion County, FHA is probably the prime lending program out there right now. It's not just for first-time home buyers. Anybody can use it, and it's a great program because it's hard to save up 20% or even 10% to put down.
Yeah.
So you have, and there's other incentives. It can be a gift from a friend or a relative, and there's different things in there. Yeah.
And gifts are not always looked upon favorably, are they?
No, and I mean, there's still a lot of, you still have a lot of qualifiers that go with it, but the FHA loan program is just a really good loan program. There's three government programs out there that are really good. USDA, which is based on geographic area, like for instance, you have to be in certain zip codes. You can get in with that's up to 102% financing, and also, of course, your VA, if you've been in the service, is 100% financing. And for it's not quite conventional, but for any product out there, except maybe for manufactured housing, the FHA is the way to go.
Oh, okay.
Great way to go.
Now, just kind of tying that in with the conversation you want to have about investing in real estate, would you be able to invest using some help from the government? I mean, I can understand using government help to buy a home for yourself, but if you're buying it as an investment, would that be something that you could do?
FHA you have to be an owner-occupant.
Okay.
So when you're investing in real estate, you're really looking at conventional financing, 20% down in most cases. Banks look at that a lot differently than they look at you as a homeowner.
So you have to be upfront with the bank, let them know I'm buying this house as an investment?
Oh, sure, because they're still going to run through the same qualifications that you're going to get into if it's a regular purchase. They want to know, what assets do you have. It's a little bit more detailed because it's not that, with your home, it's 40% of your income can go for making the payments. They're going to look at it a little differently on a investment.
And they'll be able to tell if you own other properties and homes even before the loan process begins,
They're
correct?
sneaky, those banks. They will check.
So when you talk about, when you say investing in real estate, does that mean buying and then reselling, or does that mean buying and then renting it out?
There's all of the above.
well-
There's several ways that people can invest in real estate. You know, especially this time of year, people start thinking about what they want to do with their money for the coming year, different investment vehicles. You know, you're still getting almost no money in your bank accounts. So people talk about, hey, what can I do if I bought a piece of property? So you have people that'll buy property and hold it as rental income. You have people that'll become, fix and flip. Some people want to invest in real estate, but they want to do it in a more like a stock market. They can invest in real estate investment trusts. That's been a all Wall
Do
Street
you have
stuff pretty
control
good.
over that if you do?
You like, it's a stock. You're basically buying a mutual fund that maybe but they may one trust may invest in apartment buildings, one may have commercial, one may have triple net leases. So it's whatever your appetite is for the investment. And you have different things. Some people want multifamily and what have you. But the basic real estate investor, the retail investor, is going to invest in single-family homes.
And is that something? I mean, obviously, 20% down, as you already mentioned, is not easy to come by. But if assuming you have that money, do you have a lot of people coming to you and buying homes just for the whole purpose of investments?
Sure, there's a lot of people that's their business is investing in homes, and they build the rental incomes. In today's market, it's what we learned years and years ago is traditional investment. If you're going to invest money, if you're going to buy something for $100,000 and you're putting down $20,000, you want to get a return on that $20,000.
Sure, yeah.
Because that money is at risk. It's not like you're putting it into a CD that's insured by the government. That money is at risk, so you want to make sure that you're getting a return that satisfies your risk for investment.
When people use the term flipping a home, that implies in my mind that it's going to be almost overnight that you make the extra money. But most investments take years to show that they've been worthwhile.
Well, if the classic sense is that you're going to buy and hold, like you would do with any investment,
Okay.
and get the rental income. If you watch HGTV, they flip those houses in 30 minutes.
Wow.
But if in today's market, people can, if you're going to flip a home, you're usually buying a home that's in a very distressed situation. It's
Right.
beat up
Right.
for the most part, and people can go in, you'll buy it, you'll fix it up, and then you'll sell it for what an improved home would be for. So the margins are usually pretty good on those.
Did I ever tell you this, and I can't remember if this was even said on the air or off the air or even at all, about the millionaire or whatever it was who bought all these distressed homes in Detroit? Did that come up on your show?
No. Mm-mm.
And like so many homes, I guess, are distressed in Detroit. People have moved out, and he has bought all of these homes up, and I guess he's hoping that he'll be able to revive the whole neighborhood.
Detroit's in a bad way, and if it might be the guy from Quicken Loans.
Okay.
That was he's a big believer in Detroit. Maybe that's where he's from. But they were buying up massive amounts of property. When the foreclosure, when the real estate industry crashed and foreclosures were rampant, people were putting together groups that were buying multiple, and I mean hundreds of homes at a time at extremely discounted prices that they would then either fix up and have as a rental portfolio or begin to sell off as a portfolio.
Wow.
So people...
I know that's something most people can't relate to, but it's an interesting story.
It is. It's not... I mean, I could never imagine doing anything like that.
Do you, and not to get too personal, but do you invest in property yourself?
Sure,
You do?
yeah.
Yeah. You're a landlord?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah?
A little bit.
I bet you're a good landlord. Robin has a great landlord. I mean,
Yeah,
she
he's
really
wonderful.
does. Robin and her husband are great tenants, so that's a great relationship. But
Yeah, you hope that it is. A lot of times, we do property management, so we see all kinds of people every month. They come in, they've been around for a long time for the most part. They're working their way to either buy a home or getting settled in and deciding whether or not Ocala is going to be for them.
we need to take a little break. But see, I just hinted that Robin should be in the market to buy a home. She's renting. We talked about this when you mentioned how low a $100,000 loan can be as far as payments. We'll take a little break. The phone lines are open, by the way, if you want to call Bob during the course of this show. Lots of time left to ask some great questions about real estate. If you're thinking about investing or just buying a home or selling a home, call right now, 622-9622. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating. There's no accident for today. Intervals of clouds and sunshine. There can be a shower along the coast in the afternoon, the high 70 to 74. For tonight, partly cloudy skies, lows ranging from 47 at a few inland spots to 55 on the coast. For tomorrow, partly sunny and pleasant, the high 72 to 76. Thursday, sunshine and some clouds, high 74 to 78. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Your home is safe, or is it? AA Lock, Dock, and Security. The name has been a staple in Ocala since 1985. Do you have the right equipment in place to have peace of mind when you are at home or away? AA Lock, Dock, and Security has the right people to install and monitor your home or business. Call today for a free on-site security analysis. Call 867-1965. AA Lock, Dock, and Security, 219 Northwest 10th Street, 867-1965. The LPGA Tour will kick off the 2015 season right here in Central Florida at the inaugural Coates Golf Championship presented by R&L Carriers, January 26th to the 31st at Golden Ocala Golf and Equestrian Club. Kids 12 and under get in free with a ticketed adult, so bring the entire family to see 120 of the world's best female golfers compete on a nationally televised stage. For information and tickets, visit CoachGolfChampionship.com. Looking for something fun and exciting? The Water Circus from Italy is returning to Ocala at the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion on January 30th to February 1st. Because of popular demand, Circus Italia is making extra stops in the area. Even better, they're offering a special discount for our listeners only. At the circus, you can get one free child ticket with every adult ticket if you say Source. For the first time in America, this unique Water Circus has limited show dates in Ocala for just the weekend of January 30th through February 1st. Daredevils will amaze you with performances on a 35,000-gallon custom water stage. See death-defying stunts, Laser Man, Mermaid, and a Singing Man upside down, all under the white and blue tent by performers from around the world. Plus, after each show, everyone can meet the performers and take pictures with them for free. Circus Italian is finally here at the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion, so bring the family. Look for the big white and blue big top tent. Kids of all ages are welcome. Next weekend.
One of the most common questions those nearing retirement are asking, will I outlive my money? Retirement questions like these and many more will be answered every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement with hosts Francois and Julian Cozenet. Francois and Julian will help you put your retirement puzzle together. Catch Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Ocala's News Talk, The Source 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
All right, 18 minutes after 10 o'clock. Bob Kennedy is here from Berkshire Hathaway Home Team Realty. Bob will give you his phone number in just a bit. Right now, the number to ask Bob a question is 622-9622. Maybe you're going to listen to the president tonight. Maybe your ears will perk up when you find out about some incentives he wants to give to the Federal Housing Administration. I thought this was for low-income people, but you said it's for everybody. So it's 3.5% down typically?
FHA program is it basically is geared towards a first-time home buyer who's going to obviously not have the track record to have saved enough money for a traditional down payment for a conventional loan. But there people from professionals, there's a lot of people that take advantage of it.
Right. Now, do you offer guidance? Like if I come to you and I say, okay, I got a lump of money and I want to invest in a home. I want to make money from this purchase. or from real estate in general. It doesn't have to be a home. It could be commercial property, I guess. That always looks risky too to me.
Commercial?
Yeah.
It's a little bit, it's specialized. If you're investing in commercial, you're probably pretty well versed in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because like a strip mall that has like the new Publix, there's a lot of empty stores, but I'm guessing that's probably a good investment because those stores probably will get filled eventually.
Sure.
But how many strip malls do you see that have like nobody in them?
Well, there's a couple guys out west on 200 that that's their thing, is they invest in strip malls, and they bought a couple out there, and they've done really great with them. And they before they did that, they had gone around and they bought some old Walmart locations where Walmart had moved
really?
from a regular store into a superstore, and that stuff was left vacant. They came in, did the renovations, broke it out into smaller space. So those guys, you know, big risk, big reward on those things.
Okay, so if I came to you with, and all I have is the money, let's say, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
So I just come to you, all I have is the money, but I don't have the understanding, the know-how, and I don't have anything, but it sounds like my kind of investment. Because everybody says real estate is the most, is the best investment, right? Lucrative, that's the good word, right? So can you, take me by the hand? If I say, here's my suitcase full of money, can you help me out?
Sure. Did you want to buy today? So what we would do is we'd have a conversation like you'd have with any investment that you're going to make when you sit down with a professional, find out what what are your goals, short term and long term with that money. So if you have, let's just use $100,000. What are you looking to do with it? Are you looking to create cash flow with it? Are you looking to get in and get out on something more on a flip? Do you want to long term turn that into another property? So we'd go through those different situations, and then when we find one that you feel comfortable with, then we'll go out and we'll execute that.
Why are some areas more thriving than others? Because I know my folks bought a couple of lots, and the whole area was nothing but lots. And then you go about 4 miles down the road, there's another area with nothing but lots. But that area seemed to build up, and the one where my folks bought, nothing happened.
Is it the same subdivision?
No, it's different.
Yeah,
It's
some
different.
Subdivisions just the developers in there may be doing a better job. There's a lot of reasons for it. The only thing I would say is if you're going to use vacant residential lots as an investment vehicle, be very, very, very careful.
And you have a phone call. Good morning, you're on the air with Bob Kennedy.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Kennedy.
Good morning.
I'd like to ask you a question to get your take on, if I could, on, we got Paddock Mall where the radio station is located. It's a wonderful facility, large, and it's very successful. That other shopping center, Heathbrook, I believe they call it, down the road, almost not 2-3 miles away. Do you think that was a mistake, building a large shopping center that was so close to Paddock?
Well, since it ended up being foreclosed in auctions, you have to say it wasn't the greatest timing.
Yeah, but what about like location? I mean, you're so close to Paddock. You think? I always thought I would wish they'd have that kind of a project over here, like let's say on the east side of town, on Baseline, halfway between Bellevue and let's say Silver Springs, where there's a lot of population and there's no really big shopping center.
Well, you might be right. I mean, they're still having a difficult time over there at that Market Square or whatever it is that they call it. And Baseline's got some empty buildings on it too. I mean, when those guys do that kind of a project, they're looking at demographics not just now, but 5 and 10 years down the road. And the money was easy to come by. There were stores dying to get in. The retail industry is a lot different today than it was when they started out there 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah. So in other words, what you're probably saying is down the line when the economy continues to recover, and that might become prosperous over there by that new shopping center, huh?
It might. I mean, it's going to take a long time. I mean, there's a lot of stores they have to fill up over there.
Oh, I know. My wife loves to shop at Kohl's there, I believe it is, and whenever we drive over there, I even at, like at Christmas time, the place it's not busy. It's not, it's just not like Paddock Mall where you have to park a mile away to get in the building.
That's true. That's true.
Well, anyways, like I say, we'll see what happens in the future. I always thought it was a mistake building it so close to Paddock, and I wish it would have been over on the east side of town instead.
Well, I live over that way too, so I'm all for it. Although, I did hear, I think it was in the paper, that on 17th Street, just before it turns into Maricamp, there's plans to build these new Walmart. A new Walmart that's kind of considered like a market. It's going to be like, I don't know, maybe 20, 30, 40,000 square feet compared to a couple 100,000. They're also supposed to build one out on 200. So little by little, the development will come over.
Yeah, I had heard recently, too, from people that are in the know at Walmart that Sam's is going to be moving across the street from Walmart over here on 40, Highway 40.
No, listen, hopefully we keep growing and all those vacant restaurants on 200 are starting to fill back up. So little by little, we're getting there.
Okay, nice talking. Thank you.
Thank you for the call.
Yeah, we did see the sign, the one on 200 you mentioned. I saw the sign, and I didn't realize it was a smaller version of Walmart.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
coming
me
out
too.
with a different concept. Yeah.
And maybe that could help Market Square at Heathbrook. Maybe they could have something in there where they're all outlet stores, because that's really, really big down in Tampa and Bradenton. They're huge. That they have that kind of square footage as Market Street does, but they're all outlet stores. And you're talking about 9 West, you're talking about Dillard's, you're talking about all the high-end stores, and it's great. It's a wonderful place to go Christmas shopping.
All right, bring them in.
Yeah.
So if I don't have the suitcase full of money, but I have 1/10 of a suitcase of money, and I have 9 friends who have the same thing, so the 10 of us come to see you. Is that a more likely scenario? I mean, do you see more groups of guys and men and women coming together to
Small groups.
invest?
You usually have a couple people that'll be partners.
Oh, okay.
You won't see, not around here anyway, where people come in as a group. Might make sense, especially if you get some people in the trades that can come in, and because the key to a lot of it is being able to control your costs.
Does that affect the bank's decision when you have a large, like a group of people? Do they have to check everybody and
They're gonna want to see that they're a good risk, but from a bank standpoint, they're mostly looking at where's the guarantee coming from for their money. The property itself is part collateral, but they want to see that you have other assets.
Oh, okay.
If a person is looking for a home, do you prefer that they cold call you on the phone, or should they just go to your office and show up one day before calling?
They do everything. Most real estate is done in 2 ways. You have referral. Somebody's going to come in and say, hey, you sold the house to my neighbor. I'm looking to sell my house, or I'm looking to buy a house, or, that kind of thing. A lot of the other business is generated through the internet now. People go online, they're looking for, do people still walk in every once in a while? Sure. But it's back before the internet, that's how people found a real estate agent. They'd walk in and
Right.
be able to talk to them. But today, it's all, so much of it is, and see, that guy
is
just
that
gave
your friend?
That guy walking by there, and he's probably going to get arrested because he's that kind of guy.
He's got great legs, though. I think he's got wonderful looking legs.
He retired here from Idaho. He's a good guy, but I lost my train of thought because he's a scary guy out there.
Oh no!
But
Back and then that's it.
yeah.
Well, we're just about out of time, so I was going to ask you to tell us about maybe a featured house you have available.
I'll tell you about a great. You caught me off guard last week, so.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, when you asked me about it. But we have Debbie Browder in our office, who's a terrific agent. She has a condo. We don't have a lot of condos in town.
That's right.
She has a great little condo, 3-bedroom, 2-bath for $50,000.
Wow.
That's what I got to get. No
That's
lawn to
wonderful.
care for. Where
It's
is it?
great.
Where is it?
It's over on 14th Street on the northeast side of town, right off of 25th, and it's you think you can own a condo for $50,000 in
Wow,
a
that
nice
is
little
good.
building. Yeah, and it's pretty much a move-in condition.
Wow.
Yeah.
We'll have to call you to get the details.
Absolutely.
And what's your number?
622-9700. You can like us on Facebook also, Berkshire BHHS Home Team Realty.
All right. And so we'll see you next week.
Absolutely.
Call us, by the way, if you need Bob's information. We'll be glad to repeat it for you. And he's looking for suggestions on music.
Yeah.
You don't like this
Yes.
theme music?
Yeah. We'd love suggestions for the music.
Yes, kind of dated.
You can do what Carol Ann did. She had a friend of hers make her theme song.
But
so.
even you turned it into a good thing when you make it sound like a 70s theme.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm old enough to remember those shows.
Well, I'm looking for the under the holster under the jacket. Thank you, Bob. That was fun.
Enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
We'll be right back.